Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is March the 4th, 2019, the home of the 2-minute price prediction, as well as giving you all the news according to the charts. It's been a while since we've done a video on NIO. Matter of fact, the last time we did a video on NIO was on the 23rd of January, 2019 with the thumbnail, "Is there still value in NIO?" And if you all have been watching this particular stock, it has been seeing a major increase to the upside. As a matter of fact, it even broke above a resistance area in the market. So we're just going to go ahead and update you all on what we're seeing in NIO going forward so far. We found a article here to the left side that was posted to the internet on the 1st of March asking the question, are gains still ahead for this particular stock? So that's one of the things that we're going to address today in our video. So if this is your first time watching this particular video, you see how easy it is to give you price predictions according to the charts. Make sure that you all go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you like and share this video as well if you appreciate the content that we are producing here on YouTube. We do have a website, HueFinancial.com. You all can continue to go to that website there, and we place more information about some of the stocks, cryptocurrencies, commodities that are hitting the market. And we place all our news there as well. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and go to HueFinancial.com. So now let's go ahead and get started in our video for today. Let's look at this article here on the left side of my screen, written by Joshua Rodriguez. And he goes on and tries to give you some indications as to why this particular stock is continuing to show its ability to move to the upside. And we're going to go ahead and address some of the things that he has written in his article. So he writes, NIO is having a strong day in the market today, following up on the recent gains that we've seen. However, the company hasn't released any news or issued any SEC filing. So what's the deal? Everyone who understands the markets, who's been trading in the market for years, understand that the market doesn't move on news such as SEC filings. They use those things as a ploy to induce movement in the price of a stock. They use those particular market news events to create volatility in the space to move their position in the market. Okay, so the market doesn't move on news. It is just used as a catalyst to induce volatility in the market, because if that was the case, there's thousands of news events going on every day that should push a particular stock, whether to the upside or to the downside. So I want to make you all understand that the market participants do not utilize the news to push it, only to increase volatility is how they play the news for particular financial instruments. Okay. Moreover, there is some recent news surrounding Tesla that has been impacting other electric vehicle makers like NIO and Solo. Now, this is another thing regarding Tesla. Has nothing to do with NIO. Okay, those are two separate EV car companies, and what Tesla does, you would ordinarily think should not have an impact on NIO. So why would Joshua place Tesla inside a NIO article? It's because he simply is trying to speculate that what Tesla is doing is going to have an impact on NIO. And from that perspective, you would think that what NIO does to have an impact on Tesla, but that's not the case. So this article should not speak on Tesla. It's only about NIO and if gains are still able to be had. Ultimately, Elon Musk published a tweet in mid-February announcing that Tesla would produce 500,000 vehicles in 2019. Now, what does that have to do with NIO? How is that news impacting NIO and Solo? He does not go into in depth about this tweet and how it made an impact on NIO or even Solo. He continued to go on and talk about Tesla and Elon Musk. Shortly after the tweet was published, he recanted the statement, correcting the figure to 400,000 cars to be produced. The SEC pointed to this as potential security fraud, causing pain for the company. This led to a rally among other electric vehicle manufacturers. That did not cause that. Okay, the market in NIO was already predicted to move higher. And on our video that we did on January 23rd, 2019, Credit Suisse, as a matter of fact, had a price target on NIO at $12.60. So the analysts have already been tracking NIO. Elon Musk's tweet did not push this stock up to where we're trading today at $10.20. The analysts who are tracking NIO on a regular basis have already had a price target well above that $8 resistance area. So Joshua Nee, he just placed this as a, I don't know, as a way to emphasize from his perspective as to what he thinks is pushing NIO to the upside. And I tell you right now that that is not the reason why NIO is moving higher. Now, this can actually be a reason as to why NIO is moving to the upside. On the 5th of March, which will be tomorrow, the company will report its financial results. Given the strong results that we've seen out of other Chinese companies, investors are optimistically waiting for the news. So this could be a reason as to why we're seeing NIO pushing to higher prices. Okay. Between relaxing tensions between China and the United States, problems for the company's biggest competitor, he's talking about Tesla, and the coming earnings report, it seems as though excitement is ring highs. So now, possibly, I'll say minuscule from a macro perspective, relaxing tensions between China and the United States, a possible trade deal going on between those two countries can push NIO slightly to the upside. The company earnings also would definitely have an impact of people placing their bets in the market to see this particular stock move higher, but not outside competitors, not the companies, i.e. Tesla is not the reason as to why NIO is seeing higher prices. Okay, so with that being said, from this article, we definitely want to look at the price chart, give y'all an update, see if gains are in fact still in store for NIO. And here we are. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look at NIO on the monthly chart real quick. And overall, last month was a very positive month for NIO. For us to see it break above $8, very positive to see that. The market definitely continues to show us that it has the ability to continue to move to the upside in price. Credit Suisse has a $12.60 price target on this particular stock. And currently how it's trading definitely seems as if it is poised to try to hit that particular price. Looking here on the weekly bars, 2 weeks ago, NIO was able to break above this $8 resistance price. We've been reiterating that ever since we've been covering this particular stock. And on that particular week was your opportunity to see that the market was strong. And last week, we have seen a lot of volume coming into the market for NIO. And we need to wait and see whether or not if all that volume that came in this space for NIO was in fact sellers coming into the market. So looking at NIO on the daily price charts, go ahead and check that out real quick. So now you can see here that the market in NIO is coming across some areas to where we're not seeing a lot of support. Okay, the only way that this market will see some support will have to be on a smaller time frame. So let's go ahead and see NIO on the 4-hour chart. Okay, so now you can see here on the 4-hour chart that the market in NIO definitely has the perspective to try to hold support around $10. Now that would be the last place in NIO in order for us to really see this particular stock moving to the downside. I would say between $10 and $9.50 is where NIO cannot break below in order for us to see this stock continue to give us its ability to make more gains. Okay, so right now we are seeing some minor weakness coming to the market in NIO. That $10.50 price is coming in as a resistance area. So we have to keep our eyes open on that as we see this particular stock trade. Okay, I do think there is a prospective probability chance for NIO to hit that $11 price. But considering the fact that we made some substantial move in this particular market, I think we will go through some minor weakness. I will be looking for the market in NEO to try to touch off $10 and try to move to the upside from there. So right now, the market definitely needs to be seen from a sideline perspective. Wait until we're able to see the market hold support. And I'm looking around $10, ultimately $9.50 cannot be broken to the downside in this stock in order for it to see higher prices. So overall, the movement in NEO is still moving to the upside, but in the near term, in the immediate term, weakness is coming in. So we have to see where support lies. And ultimately, if we're able to hold $10, ultimately $9.50 for support, then NEO will continue to move to the upside in gains. So according to that article, according to the price charts, right now is definitely an opportunity to sit back and see how low the market's going to move. I have given you $10 all the way down to $9.50. Has to be maintained in order for NEO to see higher prices. And considering the fact that we are seeing earnings tomorrow for NEO, it's all the more important to see how the market's going to trade. Okay, because if we break to the downside of $9.50, then this particular stock will come all the way back down to $9 ultimately to try to find support once again. Okay, so that is our analysis for NEO. Right now, I would say that the gains are on hold. I would like to see how the market is going to trade tomorrow in NEO to see if it's going to be able to hold $9 and $9.50 as well as $10. So until then, I will state that the gains for NEO are on hold as of this particular moment, and that the movement to the downside is in play. If there's any questions, comments, give us your opinions as well. Leave it in the comment section of this video. Make sure you go ahead and check out HueFinancial.com to get more information about some other companies according to the charts. Okay, make sure y'all maintain profitability, and I will talk to you all later.